Hi everyone, so we are talking about TMJ dysfunction or temporomandibular joint dysfunction. And there are common concerns that we hear when we have a patient come into the office about them not being able to eat real foods. And what they mean by that is the normal foods that everyone eats, that there are top 3 that we're going to go through, they have difficulty eating those because of how much work and mastication it takes to be able to break those foods down. And so, of course, our goal is to get to the root cause of the problem so that you can get back to doing all those things. But sometimes, depending on the severity, when you come into the office, we're going to restrict a couple foods specifically to help enable that healing process to get you over the hump. So the first one that we're going to talk about avoiding for now is something like an apple or eating a whole apple, right? This requires a ton of jaw opening, and that's going to really stress out that TMJ. Of course, that's simply remedied by just cutting the apple up. The second one is overcooked or well done meats. So that requires a lot of chewing, right? A lot of breakdown to be able to swallow that food. Something that you can do to make it a little bit easier is either thinly slice the meat or cut it up into smaller pieces. But what we don't want you doing is taking a well done, overdone porterhouse and trying to chew large pieces of that to get it down, because it's going to aggravate those joints. And the third one would be raw or uncooked vegetables. While there are many nutritious properties to having cooked versus uncooked vegetables, think about eating a carrot when you're trying to bite down and it's raw, right? Those are really, really hard. Of course, you can try to cut those down to smaller pieces. Oftentimes it's a little bit hard, so we would recommend for now cooking some of those items to help break down some of the proteins in there and make it a little bit more easy to chew. Now, remember, we want you to get back to eating all these food groups normally, but we do need a little bit of time to allow that TMJ to heal while we work on it so that you can get back to doing those things effectively. So those are just 3 simple foods/food groups to avoid or change when you're working on the healing process when it comes to TMJ.